Well, accumulate is first organized as a list of lists. At the very top level, there's a list of identities, and everything is accumulate is owned under an identity. Under an identity is our further list. There's a list of key pages defining how security will be applied to the assets held under this particular identity. And this is both unique and important. The fact that we separate security from the things that are being secured. Unlike most blockchains, we don't weld the lock to the locker. And not only that, we provide hierarchical security so that you can have priority keys that can reset the keys for lower priority keys. Also, under an identity, you have lists of the tokens that this particular identity is managing. They'll always manage the native token, the Acme, and the native coupon token, the entry. But you also may have lists of other tokens that are being either accumulate native tokens or wrapped tokens from another protocol. And then finally, you have a list of the data entries that accumulate manages. And so, and this organization is really important. The thing you'll see on our website and that we say all the time is organization matters, because it's the fact that we stepped back and rethought how the blockchain should be organized is what gives Accumulate many of its unique capabilities. The simplest example is in order to do a transaction on most blockchains, transaction, since everything is held in randomly assigned addresses, you can't predict going in what addresses are going to be needed for a transaction. So you need control of the entire blockchain. In Accumulate, because everything is organized under an identity and transactions typically happen between identities, and everything is owned by the identities, going into a transaction, I can predict exactly what parts of the blockchain are going to be affected by this transaction, and more importantly, all the rest of the blockchain that's not going to be affected, which means I can parallel process. We can shard. This is one of the big reasons why we're launching at a capability of 50,000 transactions a second, because we can truly split up the processing within the network and do things in parallel.